So I've been feeling a little frustrated lately with, something that I think every photographer goes through, and that's just the feeling that your photography is not up to par or not at the level that you think it should be. It's frustrating if you go out for a day and you take a bunch of photos and none of them look good to you. It's after a week of that and still no photos looking good to you, it starts to really weigh in on you. I've been stuck in a rut before where I just wasn't inspired by any kind of photography that I did. I don't really know if it's so much that or if it's what is it? I mean, really, is it I guess that where I'm going at with all of this is that I just don't know which direction to go, what the type of photography I want to do, and I don't feel like my photography is improving right now. I feel like it's really coming to the point where my skill level is decreasing instead of increasing. Even when I was doing portrait photography a lot, even if I felt burned out, I still felt like my skill level was rising. Portrait photography was a big part of the type of photography that I was into, and I think for the most part I don't want to go backwards in that sense. I don't like dealing with people. It's not like I'm trying to find my style or my direction of photography, for lack of a better term. It's that I don't know which direction to even go in. I want to see my photography improve just like everybody else. Just because I'm a hobbyist doesn't mean that I can't take incredible photos someday. That's the whole point, isn't it? It's just the point is I want to be able to look back at my photography someday and say, wow, that's incredible. I can recognize that photo as mine. I don't want my photography to just be a snapshot. It's like I know other people are going through this, and I don't know, what do you do when you're stuck in this situation where your photography doesn't seem to be improving no matter what you're trying or not trying? I mean, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that I'm not doing right? I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick through it. I've got some plans, for future videos and future projects that I want to do. It's very unmotivating. If I go out a couple of times and I'm not able to get a decent photo, no big deal. But if I'm going out constantly and I'm still not getting any good photos, am I just being too nitpicky? Am I being unrealistic in some sense to where, I'm expecting too much? It's like, yeah, I get it that, you're not going to go out and get a decent photo every time you go out, but at the same time, you got to have at least one after several nights going out or several weekends going out. You got to have at least one photo that you can look at and say, oh, that's a great photo. Maybe I'm just feeling a little bit down about things with my photography, and what kind of got me starting this back up. It's I don't know. It's just it's frustrating, and I just wanted to rant a little bit. I guess long story short is it's time to start to figure something out about the photography that I'm doing, and where what I'm going to do about it. It's just, it's good that I'm at least aware of the situation. So sorry if I'm just jumping. This is what I get to walk on today. It's this freaking ice and snow, and Anyway, it was really fun at first. Now I'm kind of over it. Anyway, it's not that I'm unhappy with it. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I'm unhappy, so I'm gonna quit. It's not that. It's like, well, I'm not where I want to be, so what can I do to get to where I want to be? You know, I think that's something that ends up actually stopping a lot of people that get into photography, is that, you know, they find themselves not at the level that they want to be right away. And that, you know, it's like any kind of hobby, like playing the guitar or whatever. You know, you're not whipping out mad ass licks on the guitar, and so well, I'm never gonna be good at this, so I'll just quit, right? Well, the photography is no different. I think it's a long game. There we go, solid ground again. Yeah, anyway, you got to enjoy it for what it is, but you got to be able to improve it little by little. And what was I saying? Yeah, it's just like, you know, as far as and there we go with the wind. Anyway, I think a lot of it has to just do with me kind of finding my way. You know, I get out of this rut that I'm in right now and get to where I want to be, get to that level that I want to be. I don't know, maybe it's really boring to people, but you know, for me, it's like it's part of the journey. It's weird, you find yourself in a situation in life where you're not exactly sure which direction you're going, but you know you don't want to be standing where you're at. So it's like you have one or two choices. You either stand still and go nowhere, or you pick a direction and you go, even if it's not the direction that you originally thought, right? I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I just thought that's kind of how I'm feeling. You know, it's like I feel like my photography is standing still and I'm not doing anything to improve it. If you watched this far, I appreciate it. I appreciate a thumbs up. At least, you know, maybe you can introduce yourself to me in the comments. And yeah, it's just a little rant, I guess. A little photo rant on a photo walk. All right, y'all. Peace.